What's up, guys? So today we're going to be doing a review on the brand new Trex Sidecar 2.0. I've used Trex arms, their original Raptor holster, for I think 3 years now. And I basically, kind of why I went and bought the new one is I would always just carry my spare magazine just in my pocket. And so I went to go look and buy their Sidecar, and then they had it discontinued, and they just came out with the Sidecar 2.0. So we're just going to talk a little bit about the Sidecar 2.0, kind of what I think of it, just coming from a normal dude on what he thinks about this kind of holster. So what's kind of, I guess, the new and interesting thing on the 2.0 is going to be this modularity to it. So the idea is you can get different attachments for the Sidecar, which is kind of neat. So I'll show you guys how that works. So all you do is you take like a screwdriver and you're just going to push this pin straight out and through here. Once we get that, then we can just pull it out here. It's nice and tight here. And then if we pull the mag carrier off here, they give a little friction ring that keeps the pin from sliding out. So that's kind of a neat thing. So the idea is you can get a bunch of different attachments. I'll put on screen the different attachments you can get, but you can get the pistol mag carrier like I have, the tourniquet one where you can carry a tourniquet here. There's a rifle mag one. I think they have like a handcuff one too, I guess. Yeah, cuff carrier. So you can kind of customize it to whatever you want. Those really didn't interest me a whole lot. The mag, I guess the AR mag is kind of a cool thing to kind of mess around with at the range. But for everyday carry, this is the setup I wanted to go with. So, but you can also set this up as similar to the old school Raptor holster like I have. So you would set it up like that. And then you would set the friction ring in wherever. And then set the pin through here. Get that lined up. It's tight, so, but I would assume you're not going to be switching your holster setup too often. Okay, so just like that, and then so this is basically going to be like the old school Raptor setup. So here's kind of the difference here. So kind of interesting. So you could wear this at the 3 or 4 o'clock position if you don't want to carry this appendix. So it's kind of like, I guess, their holster that's going to be replacing all their other holsters. So they're just going to have one holster, and then you can kind of kit it out the way you want to carry, which is kind of neat. They upgraded some of their manufacturing processes, so you can kind of see this is their old school one. The new one definitely contours to the weapon a little bit tighter, which is kind of interesting. The retention is fine on the old one and the new one. Just thought I'd point that out. Same Raptor claw design. So when you put this on, what the Raptor claw does is it pushes against your belt and it cants the gun so that the butt of it isn't going to be printing. So if you have it like this, you're going to have your t-shirt and you're going to print here, versus if you got a little bit of pressure here, it's going to go like kind of more along the contour of your body, which is kind of nice. So, but yeah, so it's very similar obviously to my Raptor, but like I said, I wanted to be able to carry an extra magazine on me instead of carrying it in my pocket. I just wanted to have this set up here. So we'll go ahead and swap out again. So I'm just going to push it through. And we should be able to just grab it out here. Okay. Now we'll grab that. You want to make sure these are lined up. These clips are lined up again. These guys here, so they're at the same level. That looks about right. And we'll put our little friction ring back in. Go ahead and drive that pin home. Helps if you kind of rotate it. and have a little bit of a screwdriver to kind of help you out. Probably help if you take the mag out. But yeah, that little rubber washer really helps keep it in, but it definitely makes it hard to push in. But all right, so simple as that. And just like that. So I guess I'll talk a little bit more about my setup. So what's nice is you can obviously see you can run an optic with this holster, which is great. When I actually originally purchased my Raptor holster, I had done the optic cutout. Now they all come with an optic cutout, which is actually really nice. But yeah, overall, so one nice thing I will say about having a magazine attached to the holster and having these style clips is the gun feels a little bit more balanced inside the waistband. Before the gun could, with this style clip, the gun can move a little bit, which isn't like necessarily a bad thing. But this feels way more stable in there. It's not really moving much, which is great. And then the only part that actually allows you to move is the spine system. So depending on the way you're moving, it can move back and forth just a hair. Probably, I never had the original Sidecar, so I can't really say comfort-wise, but I would just assume that this is going to be more comfortable as you have a little bit of movement, so it's not just like a solid object in there. So that's kind of great. One thing that I was kind of disappointed with, I think the Coyote looks a little bit cooler than the, what do they call this, Wolverine. They don't offer a Coyote like tan or brown anymore. Not that big of a deal, but just thought it was just kind of interesting. Maybe they just didn't sell enough of this color, but I preferred that color over this Wolverine. The Wolverine still looks neat. It just isn't as dark. I guess this is more, seems more like just like a standard like FDE, like a color of like what a Scar would be, something similar to that. I'll show some clips of me standing up, sitting down, kind of using the holster. So I don't really notice a difference in comfort level between like the old school Raptor and having a spare magazine. The spare magazine's in a great spot, and it doesn't ride low, so you barely even notice that it's there, and yet you can carry a full mag, which is great. But the Raptor claw comes applied on this side. I would assume probably for more comfort, but I like to switch them to this side. That way it's a little bit more aggressive of a pressure, so your gun cants a little bit more. I like that. It definitely conceals a little bit more. I'm a skinny dude, so that helps, and it doesn't bother me at all. But maybe if you were a little bit bigger, maybe you'd want to keep the claw on this side. So I'd like to say one thing. I did previously have I think it was probably like the first gen Raptor holster. It actually broke right here, and I sent him an email, and they said no problem, we'll send you one out right away. So they definitely stand behind their work. So if you do have any issues, which I would assume they kind of got those kinks out, I believe this is a little bit thicker Kydex than my original one, so they probably have that figured out by now. But they stand behind their work. There was no questions. It was, yep, no problem, we'll send you out a new holster. They sent me out a holster within a week, so that was super cool. And then my beliefs line up with the company, so I like to support good companies. And if you guys don't know about TRX Arms, definitely check out their YouTube channel and their website and all the good info they got on there. But yeah, anyway, guys, so far I'm liking it a lot. I'm going to be wearing this a little bit more, so this is kind of more of like a first impression kind of overview, not like a full review, but I have done a full review probably 2-3 years ago on the Raptor holster, and I can't say enough good things about it. Really comfortable, allows you to carry a full size or a bigger pistol. But just kind of wanted to give you guys a little overview on the new setup. I definitely think the main thing is having this being flexible, which is kind of nice, so it can kind of move a little bit more comfortable, and then being able to, I guess, get different accessories. Like I said, I think they're kind of just more of it's just kind of a neat idea, I guess, being able to have it modular. That to me isn't too big of a deal. But being able, I guess, to carry a tourniquet would be kind of a neat one. But I like having a spare magazine, and then playing at the range I think would be fun. Just with an AR mag would just be just a fun thing to kind of play around with. But yeah, anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down what you guys think of this new holster setup, and we'll see you guys in the next video.